General Hospital Thursday, September 18th recap. Britt forced to accept GH demotion. Gio and Dante's reason to bond General Hospital. GH. Recap for Thursday, September 18th. Reveals that Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thiebaud, was forced to accept a GH demotion while Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, found a reason to bond. At GH, Britt bickered with Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, for making her wait, and found out Liz was head nurse now. Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, complained when he realized he had to be Britt's doctor, but he did his duty anyway. Britt told Lucas about the experimental drug she'd been on and had a list of meds she needed to keep her Huntington's symptoms at bay. Lucas forced Britt to go through an exam and was amazed over her miraculously having no signs of Huntington's. Britt got Lucas to write her the prescriptions she asked for, but he pointed out they'd be expensive since she presumably came back from the dead with no insurance. Afterward, Britt cornered Terry Randolph, Cassandra James, and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, in hopes of coming back to work at the hospital. Portia had taken over Britt's old co-chief of staff spot, so she assured Portia that she wasn't after her job. Britt was fine with returning to work as an OB/GYN, but Terry and Portia pointed out that her faked death was a case of medical fraud and could be a huge deal for the GH. After Britt gave a vague explanation about her very discreet employer making that faked death happen, Portia and Terry had a private conversation. Britt eventually learned she'd be allowed to return to work, but she'd have to take a lowly intake supervisor position in the ER. Although Britt wasn't happy about the giant waste of her skills, she accepted the job anyway since she clearly needed the money. At the Quartermaine stables, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Viganos, gushed over Cody Bell's, Josh Kelly, cute new dog and learned he was hiding her from the Quartermaines. Molly agreed to keep quiet, but she thought Cody was making things difficult and that he should come clean. During her discussion with Cody, Molly admitted she gossiped to Elizabeth about Cody's Ava Jerome, Maura West scheme and hoped he could forgive her. Cody pretended to be mad before he burst out laughing since he obviously had no problem with it. At Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard Place, Gio asked his grandpa for $10,000 as a reward for missing out back. Sunny assured Gio that he'd provide it, so Gio suggested he'd find a way to return the favor. Sunny didn't want to pressure Gio, but he admitted he'd like for Gio to stick around for the cookout he was having, which meant interacting with Dante as well. Donna Corinthos, Scarlet Spears, was also there to chat with Gio before Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, arrived for the cookout with Dante. Dante was awkward with Gio at first, but Christina pushed him to focus on getting to know Gio through easy topics before the hard stuff that came later. Gio and Dante wound up bonding a bit over the search for Outback. At Bobby's, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning gave Charlotte Cassadine, Bluesy Burke, updates on her chance to see Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, in person at Steinmauer thanks to the deal Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, was willing to make. Charlotte was taken aback since she'd previously only been allowed to write letters to Valentine. If Charlotte went through with the visit, Lulu vowed to be right there with her the whole time. Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, came along and blamed himself for letting Outback go missing, but Lulu gave him a pep talk before joining Rocco and Charlotte to keep looking for the dog. At the Quartermaine mansion, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, assured Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, that Monica Quartermaine's, Leslie Charlson, had no pulse and was cold. After Jason called 911 to report Monica's death, the paramedics came to confirm it and looked at her DNR paperwork. The sheriff also came as part of the usual protocol and extended his condolences since Monica was so important to the community. There was some talk about the funeral home employees handling Monica's body before Jason had a tearful conversation with Tracy. Jason wished he had memories of Monica raising him, but Tracy offered to tell Jason since Monica had told her pretty much everything. Tracy told a story of when Jason was a baby and Monica first started to view him as her son, so he cried and hugged her as they mourned. General Hospital spoilers say Monica's upcoming funeral will be a big event for Port Charles, so stay tuned to watch the sad news spread.